Hey there everybody, Milknyte here, and welcome to the next part of Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning. We're going to be doing some more of the expansion stuff today. Last time it was Dead Kell, we went all the way through and finished that, as well as the, what was it, House of Sorrow questline, which was pretty okay. But we're going to be doing the Teeth of Naros today. And if I got time, maybe we can start on the post-game DLC. If the Teeth of Naros is shorter. If it isn't, then, you know, this part will be dedicated to the Teeth of Naros, I guess, you know, as they say. I can't remember much about the DLC, other than there's these statuesque, like, living beings, I think. Like, they're kind of like sentient statues, I think. I don't remember much about it, so we'll have to wait and see. Let me quickly check. No, it's fine. I thought I had an update in the background going on. Luckily I don't. Nothing worse than a background update. Actually, I think I did disable them after a while. Okay, so Teeth of Naros is in this direction, apparently. Oh, nice. I'm assuming they're rechargeable. Are they wireless? I mean, not everyone has wireless headphones, I guess. I mean, I don't usually have wireless ones, but... just wired. It's alright, it's just the way with technology, like a lot of people have wireless these days sometimes. Yeah, the sword's pretty darn good. I like my regeneration. Although I'll take it for the money. Can never have too much gold in this game.
Finally, we found the last person we need after all. I'm Helig Cross. I'm leading an expedition to the land south of Dalantarth, the Teeth of Naros, and we could use another strong back. Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there was by an Almain missionary named Denric. returned half dead and maddened to hell.
That's true. I don't think there's much of a difference, is
the
there?
land is home to a miraculous city, wrought of gold and trimmed with silver. Even said it floated above the earth, if you can believe it. It's hard country, damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains, but if I'm right, this cavern will take us under them. Because Denric wrote of more than wealth. Tales of giant men, tall as houses, that slaughter any who approach. It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverri to join me. With a fourth, we can take a bigger haul without sharing too much of it. Denric was crazed, but I don't hold him a liar. I can overlook some bogeyman's tales if there's riches to be had. Can you?
Let's do it.
Then we only need to begin. I've seen to all the logistics, and all the preparations for the journey. Meet us in the southern passage. Let's try to cover as much ground as we can. It's the cave next to camp. I heard rumors that it was filled with artifacts that none had ever seen before. Strange carvings and huge works of stone. I don't know how dangerous it is, but I advise against being too carefree inside. We should go in as a group. Stay close.
Off we go.
The time of deliverance is
Slow down,
almost
by the way.
nigh. The teeth of Naros have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it. I thought once that none could change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou fateless one, I beckon thee.
Man, this guy was licking rocks. He really was mad. Or was he?
What is it?
What the hell is that thing?
Yeah, these are the beans I was talking about.
Quickly.
body appears to resemble stone, but on close inspection it's flesh and blood. It appears to have died in some violent manner. The trappings on it are of an unknown make.
This... what is it? It looks like it's made of stone. But this stain... this is blood. This thing is flesh! I'm not going to stick around and find out what killed this thing. This whole damn place is cursed. Be gone.
Damn craven. Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. Just a statue somebody toppled over and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him. We don't even know if it was a corpse. Could have been a statue that an Etin decorated with some entrails or something. I can't believe that craven mage.
Don't bother me. Cash had the devil in his eyes. Don't know what that thing we found was, but some just don't have the stomach for this kind of work. Enough of that.
Wait a moment. I don't like the look of this hallway up ahead. This is Sferry's area of expertise. Let her take the lead here.
Oh.
What was that? First the mage turns coward, then Sferry dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for. Is this some sort of joke? What's next? Are you going to reveal you're really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine, let's just keep moving. We'll manage on our own from here. Come on. We keep going. Cash proved to be useless, and Sverry's not helping anyone anymore. Looks like it was always up to us. With just two of us, we'll have to try and manage as best we can. It won't be easy, but I thought something like this could happen. Come, we must make Sperry's death news. Death comes. Were those things? I've never seen anything like them. I heard of the dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us?
Bit melodramatic.
Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here. Scout the passage ahead, and see if you can find a place to make camp. Will you stop fussing over me? It's not doing either of us any good for you to stay here. We need to find some place to make camp. I'll take it, but I'll wait until I really need to use it. Be a shame to waste the thing, wouldn't it? Now get going. I need to rest. Discover what you can, and come back to me. I told you, I'll be fine. I'll save the health potion you gave me for when things really get dire. Now, find a place for us to make camp. I'll be fine. Get going. I'll be fine. Go. We need to find safety for us.
Keep thinking it's R1 to run. It's because I was playing Code Vein briefly yesterday. See what the hammer's like. Oh, it's slow as anything. I'll give it a go, but I guarantee you it ain't gonna be a lot of fun to use.
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands, Beckett. At last, my work can be completed. One who watched and waited for decades and centuries and eons, and all for this day when thou wouldst come before me. I have read the fates of this world to find thee, unfated one. Many and long have been thy trials thus far, but there is yet another challenge thou must face. Mine. Since the inception of my labors, I have always known that their fulfillment would require fate to be unbound. Such is the paradox of faith. The tapestry of fate offers no allowance for such events. Only an unfated being could complete the work I had started. So I waited, in despair and hope. And then thou came to pass. I needed thy nature, and it was created, though I had no hand in it. I see that as fate, in a way. To continue thy path through the tapestry of fate, and perpetuate its sundering, I will open the way to the teeth of Naros. Seek the Primos, and thy duty will be made clear in time. Go now with my blessing. Go now with my purpose. For thou art beckoned. That which was ordained must be undone.
Beckoned. 10% damage when in reckoning mode. That's going to be helpful. I'm hoping we're quite bonused up when it comes to the post-game DLC. Because when I tried it at first, it kind of kicked my ass and made me realize that I should have gone in a different order. And we leveled up nicely from that. Might as well start working on hammer mastery, I suppose. Combat mastery. Yeah, I now have an attack from block, which is quite nice. And here's the DLC.
First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter here. This is still Colossi-held territory for the moment.
Colossi.
State your intent. You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? I am. My people are Colossi. For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith. Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you, so why should I take you at your word? Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here? It is a road that has gone otherwise unwalked since it was sealed. How did you walk this path? Strange entity. A curious riddle, but one that must be solved later. It seems the Jotun have rallied their strength. Steel yourself.
Yeah, this weapon isn't very good.
That was well fought, little friend. You have a strength in your arms that belies their lack of girth. Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be. You claim to have been summoned, but for what purpose? What strange force has brought you here? You speak of the Holy King of my people, and that artifact you bear. Could it be the cipher? Your mission is twice damned already. The Primos is a recluse. But more immediate than that is the Jotun horde. Idylla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people. Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him. The Primos is the highest office among the Colossi, reserved for the one that leads my people in politics and prayer. At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties. Our people are stranded in a wild land, in a time of our greatest doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless. It is the city you see floating in the sky over this land of savages and dangers. It is my people's greatest accomplishment and failure. I cannot speak more of it to an outsider. Forgive me. A relic of great importance to those of my people that carry the faith. I thought it was just a myth, but one who carries the cipher is much loved by the gods. so the sages of my race say. A blessing as much as a curse. The Jotun are led by Karunk, a warlord that reigns over his horde from his ramshackle tower. One of my scouts, Remy's, watches them now. He can offer you advice on fighting the warlord. And if you can kill Karunk, I will lead you to the Primos myself. The quickest way to end their threat would be to kill their war chief, Karunk. With his death, the others will be brought to heel. Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the Jotun. And this new interloper.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool area, isn't it? It's very drastically different. I mean, both the expansions for this game are great, to be fair. Although we've yet to see more of the post-game one, but we'll get there eventually. Just a, you know, a matter of time, as they say.
Ah, what a horrid little thing you are. Are you some kind of Jotun runt? Explain yourself quickly. The last thing I want is to give away my position. That much I was aware of, and I knew Sakandra would send someone. But you? A sign of the times, to be sure, but if you're to do the deed, then I have information that you will need. Karunk is truly powerful, but no more so than his brethren. It is not his strength that's troubling. It is fortitude. 2 kobolds he keeps with him work some strange magics that heal his wounds and help him resist injury. Kill them, and the fight is yours. Using Primal Magic would certainly help as well. Strange thing, aren't you? Primal Magic is a magic imbued upon weapons and gems. Only armament can channel it. The magic does some damage on its own, but its true strength is its ability to augment other magics you cast on your foe to a devastating degree. Take this weapon, use it to inflict Primal Magic on a foe, and let loose your spells. Even a Jotun warlord could not withstand such an onslaught. It is an older form of magic, one that does little damage on its own, but can wreak havoc when combined with elemental spells. Using weapons infused with Primal Magic, you can increase your foe's magical sensitivity. Even a troll's hide will have its resistances sapped. Imagine loosing your most damaging spells with no resistances. Few would survive such an onslaught.
That's true.
Very well, little one.
Oh, I've got to take a sip. Let me just get my water then. Ugh. Damn it. It's all the way over there and I forgot to go grab it. There we go. Puff, puff, snort. Hey now. Imagine being that unhealthy to struggle getting a bottle of water, you know? Because I'm on my bed, I'm not on my chair, you see, so I had to lean over to the table. Better than what I have equipped. I wish you could colorize the armor so you can like match yourself. It's just so dumb walking around looking like this. Like mismatched. Yeah, attacking from shield position is really good. Most of the time, anyway. Sorry, I muted myself there, I didn't mean to. This guy's regenerating. I best mess with that thing over there that's doing it. How many of them? Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, no more. He's still regenerating. Not as much though. Different approach. Well, this isn't obnoxious. Bollocks to this. Regenerate this.
I had heard. From Remy's, I received word that one such as you entered Karunk's tower with no trepidation, no anxiety. Do I even have to ask? Does the war chief still draw breath? It was said the gods would call their champion. And here you are, bearing the cipher, seeking the Primos. For your role in deposing the warlord, I give you this. A hammer prized among the Jotun, so I'm told. Use it as your trophy. Now my forces can put the rest of the Jotun to the spear beckoned. Before this day, I thought it was just a myth, a lie my people told ourselves to make our sins more bearable. The Beckoned is a deliverer. The Beckoned speaks for the gods. The Beckoned is their messenger, their conduit. What is the Beckoned? One who carries the cipher, the icon of the gods. One who faces the troubles of my people without hesitancy. The Beckoned is you. With their leader dead, they will likely keep to themselves and lose the will to harry my people as they have. I will wager that they won't suffer incursions into their camp, for good or ill, but still they have caused my people suffering. Shall we wait and allow them to inevitably rise again? This is our best opportunity to finish them.
Now spare them.
I owe you much for killing Karunk Beckoned.
I've already wounded
So
them enough.
I will do as you say. I only hope you do not reap bitter fruit from your generosity. Now I will take you to the Henge, and then to the Primos, as I promised.
We are playing with good karma for this character anyway. Not that it matters.
An artifact my people made. With the city in the sky, we knew we needed a way to travel from the Teeth and back. The energies it focuses are the same as those that keep the city aloft. They can levitate people
That's
and
an hilarious
objects
emote.
safely. Very well.
Sort out my junk, 'cause there's a lot of stuff in there.
Here, Beckoned. This artifact you see before us is a henge. We use it to transport to the city. It may be uncomfortable at first. I still recall retching after my first journey with it. But it is the only way into the city.
That's pretty cool.
Be cautious in these lands.
Oh, off to Illyria we go.
And here you have it. Idylla, our great failing. Now let us go to Anakatos. He may hide from our people's needs, but he will not refuse a visitor sent from Athene. The gods choose the Primos to lead we Colossi, and to enact their will. Of the gods, we are the favored of Athene, the goddess of wisdom. Or we were. Athene's once common words have been quiet for some time. The Primos has prayed in isolation for years, but she does not answer. Very well. Mind your step here, Beckoned. I wouldn't want the Colossi's failure to claim any more lives than it already has. It is not here by choice. Or our choice, anyways. Such questions would be better suited for the Primos. Suffice it to say that this was made in anticipation of something that never occurred. Farewell.
I did say like ancient Greece, but I'm thinking more Rome actually.
Be the Beckoned.
When I go through this place. the armor sets look very Roman.
Beyond these stairs is the sanctuary of the Primos, the leader of the Colossi people in the teeth of Naros. I must warn you, Anakotos has not left these quarters in years. He vowed to never cease his prayers until the gods answered them, and his people have languished for it. But I think his answer has finally arrived. Speak to him, beckoned. His people have need of him. After years in his sanctum, I doubt he is the Primos I once knew. But though we all languish in the god's absence, none suffer as he does. He will likely see you as the answer to his prayers. Very well. Is there anything else?
Okay, that's pretty cool. I want to see that again. Oh, I can only do it once. That's still pretty cool though, the doors being two big muscly statues pulling it up.
And though the path be fraught with tribulation, know that it leads to the land of our greatness, and that we walk it with you. Such were the words the gods spoke to the progenitor of my race when they sought to guide us from our base origins into a fruition of potential. The words have been in my heart every day of my reign, but now they are embodied. Welcome, beckon. At last, this city will be complete. Because we are all of us, my whole people, incomplete. Because we are not worthy enough, not deserving enough to see such wonders of the gods. And I thought that failure was a finality. I have prayed to the gods in seclusion in hopes of an answer. They were as quiet as the silent choir. Now the beckoned is come. With you, the gods can bear witness to us atoning for our inadequacies. We must start at once, beginning with the Wreath of Absolution. Something no Primos would ever wish to wear. They are only made in times of great need. And we must prove to the gods our devotion. The Wreath of Absolution can only be created from the hands guided by a theme. I must ask you to assemble it. First, a golden prayer circlet is needed to serve as its base. The art of crafting one is all but lost to us, but I require one all the same. The last Primos to wear a Wreath of Absolution, Arcades, is buried with one such circlet. Sakandra led you to me, did she not? Then she will lead you to the circlet.
I've got to admire that guy's teeth.
It lies in his crypt, in the darkest pits beneath the city. They are old halls, and they have fallen into disuse. I understand there might be trepidations in taking such an artifact from my predecessor's crypt, but I assure you, it is ordained. The times we have arrived at are desperate, and when the heavens show their intent, One cannot stand too much on ceremony. Come, Beckoned.
You return. Well, the Primos has not graced the ears of his subjects in ages. What has he said to you? The circlet of Arcais. And Anakatos expects me to lead you to it? Has his reclusion left him senseless? Has he forgotten his history as well as his people? Very well. As I cannot refuse the Primos, I will meet you in the crypts, in the undersewers of the city. Let us deal with this as quickly as possible. We can find it in the crypts beneath the city's sewers.
She mad
They are
AF.
old structures, forgotten as the city was built above them. Very well.
She definitely weren't pleased.
Yes?
just have to use the mini-map in here. It's a little bit, I got a bit disoriented by the looks of it. No point using hammers, I'm bad with them. Plus they're slow AF.
What can I do?
How did you find that out? Did you hit a nerve or something?
Keep close. There are worse
I mean, to be fair, I've
than marauders in these lower.
I've pulled stuff that feels like that, so I get where you're coming
They have
from.
lurked these walls for decades, raised along with the city years ago.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Almost fell asleep as well.
Let us be quick about this. There. That is the artifact you see. The Circlet of Arcades. By taking it, Arcade's grave becomes an empty tomb. Let us depart. Onakatos has had his fun with me, and there is nothing left to plunder. It is nothing I can share with you, Beckoned. It is not worth your time.
Go on, tell me.
I always thought that were I to come to Arceus' crypt, it would be because of the work of gods alone. And here I am, by the will of none but Onakatos, flesh and blood. I cannot! I will not! Even after all these years, he has not forgotten his brand of viciousness. He knows I must obey his command. I apologize for my outbursts. However, it can be hard to let convictions go. But we must. We must. Take the circlet back to Onakatos. He is most likely waiting for you. Be cautious in these lands. No one comes down here anymore. It is left to ruin, for the Colossi have no more need of these halls, or those interred within them. How many years did our mate
Okay, let's see. Gotta go back and, actually I can fast travel, can't I? No, it's within the city. I just realized.
You must be the better.
You bear the circlet of Arcase. Then the wreath is almost complete. The foundation is gold with runes of prayer, as I said. Now, it must be woven with blood and toil. The Colossi furnish the foundation and nature furnishes the trappings. The laurels of the wreath are not crafted, but earned. We seek Teryx veins. Once they are ours, once the wreath is complete, the ritual of atonement can begin. I take it you have encountered a Teryx before. Likely the mongrel, carrion-eating scavengers that plague us. They are a common foe. We seek the veins of the Alpha Teryx. They are fierce and proud, all that is wild and savage in nature. To prove to the gods the righteousness of our faith, then we must conquer a mighty foe. They will serve. The gods sent you to bear witness to our atonement. To do that, we must complete the Wreath of Absolution. The wreath is made from the large feathers, the veins of the Teryx Alphas. They live in Eris to the south. Come, Beacon.
You must be the beckoned. Anakatos walks among us, and the citizens are awed. This act seems small to you, beckoned, but it is enough to give my people hope. I thank you. On their behalf, I listen. What can I do? Farewell.
Travel to the Teeth of Narrows. Whoa, loading.
We are here. That is good. I feel hope stirring in my veins once more. It is the prospect of reconciliation that has granted me a second youth. Come. We must kill the alphas of each eyrie. With their veins in hand, we shall fulfill the gods' wishes. The Terex eyries lie in the wilds of the teeth of Naros, to the south of the city. We need not look far to find what we seek. But while there are many lesser Terex here, we seek only the plumage of their strongest and brightest. These are the true challenge. Very well, Beckoned. Feel Balin's embrace. Feel Balin's embrace. Feel my wrath! Feel my wrath! Thus we begin.
There we go.
And as we harvest these trophies, you shall learn the journey the Colossi have taken to get here. Once we were but savages, no better than the other giant kin. We were called Myru. And to that identity we were chained, until one day, Athene spoke to us. She spoke of a destiny and greatness that was not ours, but could be. She showed us the path of ascension, and we followed it here, to the teeth of Naros. No, we are far from the homeland of our ancestors. Undoubtedly the gods wished us to renounce our savage history. It was necessary. Though the Jotun and Etin once regarded us as kin, they grew jealous of us, of the strength we gained from the gods' favor. Tensions rose to war. It was a sign from Athene to my people to seek a new homeland, where the bounty of her wisdom could be harvested eternally. We must act. Feel my wrath! Feel Balin's embrace! Feel Balin's embrace! Feel my wrath!
Feel his wrath.
We wandered the teeth of Naros in search of the homeland we were promised. And when hope seemed lost, we found the Hyperion. It was a divine artifact. No mortal hand could have crafted it, a massive stone, alone in the wilderness, with the image of a floating city engraved upon its surface. At the city's heart was the Hyperion itself. We knew then Athene was tasking us to craft this wondrous city, to form a covenant. But we betrayed that ideal. To test our worthiness, the gods have strewn throughout Amalur riddles, puzzles, and challenges. Answering them demonstrates our greatness. The Hyperion is one such challenge. Perhaps the greatest of them. And though we discovered it years before, we still do not have the answer. Very well, Beckett.
Gotta go and get the
my
next one.
wrath!
And disappointingly, it's just the same. Probably at least a different boss or something.
Feel my wrath!
A little bit extreme. Oh, they're mad now.
Feel Balin's
Oh,
embrace!
flanked.
Feel my wrath! In the end, the city rose, but the Hyperion did not follow. The heart of the city remained unmoved. That we could not abide. My predecessor, Arcades, sought to force the Hyperion up, but the Hyperion rejected him, killing him and his followers, and sealed itself away. Our work here is concluded. As a show of thanks, take this helm. Once reserved for our strongest fighters, it is only fitting you receive it. I must make the gods see that my people can be redeemed for the faults of Arches. With the wreath in hand, I can conduct a ritual of atonement. As you bear the cipher, the conduit to the gods, you will bear witness. Come. We must conduct this ceremony at the site of our original transgression. Let us go to the Hyperion. If it will not, then why were you brought to me? To give pretense to salvation, to raise our hopes, only to crush them with failure? I know the gods of my forerunners. They would not flaunt the answer to their riddles without sharing it. Now come. The Hyperion awaits.
Yes, let's go.
Very well, Beckon.
Ritual time. Possible if I could fast travel. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Wrong direction, it's the other way. This DLC is starting to remind me of Immortals, Phoenix Rising in a little bit of a way. Although this did come before it, but you know what I mean. Gives me that kind of vibes. Looking back at it, like a precursor almost. Right to the Hyperion Temple. We even have a cool hole in the ground there that's glowing.
You have come, good. We stand in a ground once hallowed beyond all things, now tainted by the excommunication of my people. Ever since that terrible day when arrogance and desperation brought about the disfavor of the gods, my followers have tended this place. Now come. We shall go to the antechamber of the Hyperion, the very spot where the sins of the Colossi were answered. The antechamber is the flawed design of Arches, It was the means by which he sought to force the Hyperion to join the city. It was to do so using the spark of divine magic Athene placed into each of us, that these fragments combined would create a force equal to that of a god. Such power was never meant to be wielded by the unworthy. The energies struck back at Arcase, and the many assembled in his chamber, killing them. The end of this awaits. Come. The end of this awaits. Much was ruined in that dark hour. The magics holding the paths together were unbound. Only the cipher can reorder such magics. Press ahead and set the path. Come. We must finish this. Must finish this. This mural was to celebrate the great triumph of my people. The city floats. It is nothing without the Hyperion at its heart. If you were curious, I could tell you more. We are almost done. Again, we find the way barred. I'm afraid I need your help once more. are almost.
Gotta be like right next to him for him to like move. He seems to maybe sometimes stop. Pathing in this game is a bit odd sometimes.
We have reached it. Beyond that stone is the Hyperion, the gift of the gods, the symbol of a covenant concluded. It rests out of reach, waiting for the day when the gods forgive our trespass, and they find us worthy again. Until now, I feared such a day would not come. We should begin. The gods visited this room once before. It seems only fit that you occupy their position. I will take my place where Arceus once stood. Long before, Arceus dared grasp the power of the gods and was judged according to his impudence. We act now as their analogues. When you, the gods, visit this chamber once more, you shall stand where they appeared and made manifest their wrath. And I shall stand where Arceus stood and bore the brunt of their imminent will. The end of this awaits.
Okay, so what happens now?
Please, Beckon, I have taken my place, but you must also take yours.
Okay, I'm standing in the pool of water.
Thank the gods! Praise be to them after all this time. I bear witness to their confirmation. You have done so well, Beckon, to bring the cipher to me and to let me use its strength. With you, I can do what Arceus could not. Command the Hyperion. This chamber harnesses the magic needed to control the Hyperion. But before you appeared with the cipher, no force was sufficient. I knew that when we first met, when I first sensed the cipher, that I could unseal the Hyperion and command its power. Why else would the gods furnish you, whom I needed most in my lowest hour? The gods have found my people unworthy of the gifts offered us. So, using the Hyperion, I will see Idilla destroyed. The wicked will be purged.
He's gone mad.
The city falls. I will reforge the ruins in an image the gods find acceptable. I'm sorry, Beckon, but you must be a martyr for my cause.
Your death
hell I am.
Refuse you.
So yeah, he's betrayed us and gone a bit mad, it seems. Looks like we've been cursed too. This just keeps getting better. Yeah, we're not going that way then. We're gonna go there a different way. Ambush coming up ahead.
Heathen.
Well, it's better than what I have. We'll equip it. Looks like the Harpy Blade has finally been outplayed. I'm not gonna get rid of it though, it's a unique blade. To be honest. Like, I like the design of it, so...
Beckoned. What has happened? Why are Anakatos' acolytes attacking us? What is he doing with the Hyperion? Destroy Idylla? No. That zealous fool. Have the loss of his gods driven him to such despair to use the Beckoned and the Cipher for such ends? We must make our way from this place. We cannot stop Anakatos from here. Take this shield. One of my soldiers dropped it when the Silent Choir ambushed us. I hope it protects you better. How if we cannot reach him? And we can do nothing to stop him if his worshippers kill us here. We must make for the surface, and hope that there is time enough for us to deal with him. Very well. If I must, I must. What can I do? Then I must. May the heavens refuse you. Anakatos has sealed himself in with the Hyperion, and his Silent Choir will lay down their lives for him. I do not know what to do, Beckoned. I have defended my people from beasts and disasters, but nothing like this. Of course, I will not let Anakatos destroy my people because he believes the gods demand it. I know we have the strength we need inside of us, despite his claims. We are worth saving, even if the gods disagree. But Anakatos has sealed himself in the Hyperion antechamber. Without the cipher and knowledge of the Hyperion, we are lost.
Can we get rid of it a different way?
Anakatos was clever by exploiting your power. The cipher must be the key to unlocking the Hyperion, and he has broken it in his plan. But that is the one thing my people have been unable to do since we first came here. Only the Primos would know enough about the riddle for us to even try. Anakatos and his Silent Choir had a monastic retreat in the wilderness, Nixaros. If we need his knowledge, we best start our search there. Farewell.
Is this an actual curse we have? I'm assuming it'll go after the end of the DLC. It's probably a gimmick curse, if I had to guess. I mean, I could try and go to a healer and get it removed. In fact, let's quickly do that. Where's the House of Ballads? It's usually where I go to get rid of curses. Unless the game's coded this curse specifically for this DLC. But let's have a look anyway.
It cheers me. What does it mean when all you've come to...
Nope, can't get rid of it. It's definitely coded for the DLC then. Right, what we'll do is we'll go back there, I guess, then, and carry on. I suppose I could quickly get everything repaired real fast. Providing the smithy's in Canarok.
I'm sorry, stranger. It seems I'm the man to get this village. Stay alert.
We cannot waste time. There does not appear to be much here, but we have to be thorough. We should try near the Shrine of Athene. Anakatos prizes her above all else. I would wager he keeps his secrets with her. Be cautious in these lands.
You are condemned!
Primos cannot succeed. We cannot waste time. Farewell.
I just realised I was muted again, god damn it. I was listening to some sort of clip, it's an absolute banger. I'll have to like send it you at some point. Welcome back by the way, Waldy. Always good to hear from you, you know.
We must bring Anakatos to justice.
Beckoned, not time. Sit. Primos. Below.
Vague, but we'll go with it.
Hold a moment. These are bodies of colossi. What are they doing here? Wait. I recognize some faces. Belfron. Amandia. These were great colossi, all viable competitors for the role of Primos at one time or another. I do not like the implications of this. What has Anakatos wrought? Farewell.
Trespassers, you are too late! The council already lies dying in the torture chambers, and the Jotun slaves will soon be butchered as the Master ordered. Come, brothers and sisters, let us deal with these curs. gods curse you!
Beckon, I found this in our struggle. No doubt some form of torture device. But your strength can apply it for good. Now to decipher what the cultists said. But there are also the slaves. They will be killed if we don't save them. But if the council is dying, we must choose who we see to first. The council must be important. Something that could help us find a flaw in his plan, perhaps. Or learn more about the cipher in the Hyperion. I do not believe so. The council is dying if Anakatos' dogs are to be believed, and the slaves are to be executed. I am unsure who we should be trying to help, but you are the Beckoned of Athene. I must defer this choice to you. So decide. Do we go to the slave pens and help the slaves? Or do we go to the torture chambers to try to find Anakatos' council before it dies? Very well.
We have to make a decision. According to this one, Anakatos subordinates. The level has slaves and something known as Anakatos Council. May not be able to set both. Oh, it's a hard decision. The prisoners, I guess we'll save them. Maybe the council. But I don't know if it really matters.
What can I do?
Chambers. We'll go with the council, I guess. Don't know if this is a good decision.
Torture chambers, it seems. Anakatos' council lies on this path.
Finally, the day has come. The wait has been long and nearly unbearable. But at last, you are here. Before my strength has fled me, ever since the day I brought ruin to my people. I thought this burden was my punishment. It seems I have not survived for my sake, but for yours. It is a joy to see you beckoned. I have much to tell you, and I do not have much time left. It is what Anakatos calls me, for though his faith runs deep, his knowledge of the gods' will is malformed. You must have seen the travesties this false prophet has wrought in the name of my people. And now, the Hyperion is his. We must focus on the Hyperion. The gods brought you here because you can answer the riddle of my people's fate. You, and you alone. The power to change fate. That is the role of the beckoned. To serve the gods and unbind my people. But Anokato's schemes. Though he will not receive the favor of Athene, he is not ready for the Hyperion. He will bring destruction. Ah, it is too soon. But I have left the answers long before. Find Sikandra. Ask her about our last day. And tell her I am sorry.
Arcades. I had always... He had died. He had died years ago when the gods rebuked him and our people. It was truth. Anakatos had him alive and tortured. I watched him die years before. All that was left of him was a circlet. A circlet. Our last day. The day... Could it mean the last day that I saw him? The last day we spoke. Before the Hyperion tragedy, he asked me to escort him through the wilds. To the shrines outside the city. The shrines of earth and air. He told me to remember them when times seemed bleak. I thought nothing of it, but could he have known about this? About now? Because I am his daughter.
Oh, what a
twist. It was known to many, and it used to be a bond of pride. And he taught me the wisdom of a Primos. But then, Arcades brought down the wrath of the gods. I thought that was how faith was always rewarded. I once thought that faith was what would ruin my people. The thing that would distract them from their happiness. But I see now. It is apathy. To not care for our people, that is Anakatos' sin. As I thought it was our cases before him. But this is so much larger. Larger than I ever thought. An Arcades. He always knew that I would be here. He must have always known. The task is clear. We need to... Ah! My head. Can you feel it? Something is wrong. This magic. Anakatos has done something. We must return to the city. We might be too late. Something grave has happened. I can feel it in my body. I fear Anakatos may have accomplished his goal. Be cautious in these lands.
Where do we have to go this time? Over there, huh? It's quicker to go that way and just run over to it.
The city seems intact, but still, the henge has already become disrupted. Anakatos has sealed us from the city. It is only a matter of time before he finds a way to destroy Idylla. We must find what Arcais spoke of, and quickly. Arcais requested specifically that we go to the shrines of Earth and Air on the last day we spent together. They are two sites in the wilderness, touched by the gods, one in the peaks of the Teeth, and the other in its canyon. These were called the Shrines of Earth and Air. I thought nothing of them, but Arcais knew. He must have known this day would come, when we needed them. I cannot say for sure, but there is more than coincidence here. That Arcais showed these places to me, that he mentioned them as he died. But we have little else to act on, and with every moment the chance of Anakatos' calamity occurring grows greater. It rests in the Teeth of Naros, but south of the Hyperion and the city. It is nestled between the great crags of rock that make these mountains. Very well.
Off to the shrine.
Our final task waits.
Well, that was fast.
Beckoned. Thou hast gone. These... I doubt that anyone has walked these halls since they were first shaped. I wonder if the words Arcais spoke were true. I do not know for sure. When Arcais came here with me years before, he said this of the Earth Shrine. The Earth is dark and heavy, and dangers hide unseen. Accept the light in darkness, for it knows the way. A light in this gloom is welcome, but I would not wander too far off the path. Farewell. Task waits.
Just having a drink of water.
Let us finish this. Something feels strange beckoned. When you harnessed the Earth Shrine, my limbs never held more strength. You look more whole, and I can feel the magic pouring through this land already. We must be close. The Hyperion waits. It waits in the higher peaks of the Teeth of Naros. But I have a feeling that Anakatos knew that we would find them. I don't know how easy this will become, but we have to keep going. Be cautious in these lands. Something. You look more whole. Be cautious in these lands. What can I do? Something you look more whole. Very well. If I must, then I must.
No, I didn't. It's probably my headset being moved, maybe. Okay, we're going to be heading north. I suppose the Hyperion temple would be the closest, technically. Yeah, the way they structured this DLC is a little bit iffy. They want you to kind of run around a bit more, but that's just how it is. Oh, they've got trolls in this land too, huh? What it's weak to. Whatever. They can fight all they want. Not my problem. Oh, well, this guy's our problem now. Game's really, really intent on us defeating a silverback, isn't it?
is at hand. What is it?
The Air Cavern now. Oh, I need to get onto my chair. Ugh. I've definitely
The path opens
sat
once more.
cross-legged on my bed a bit too long.
Think that all this time we had the answer to the Hyperion below our feet. That our road to Anakatos forced us to solve this riddle.
Also, it's a bit
Seems
cooler
more
here.
than coincidence.
My chair making noises.
I cannot say for sure. It is different from the Earth Shrine. This place is thin and cold. But I remember the words Arke said. To harness the air, you must walk on the wind. Somehow this shrine will make that true. Farewell.
What kind of monsters are in this place? Sprites. Yeah, there's a lot of recycled monsters in this game. The little dinosaur bird things were kind of cool though. And the silverback troll looked kind of cool too, even though it was kind of reskinned and palette swapped a little bit, you know. The main gimmick is really the colossi and the dinosaur things. You know, these guys. Remind me of those, like, reminds me of a certain monster from Monster Hunter, actually. Okay, that's one dismissed.
What can I do?
Pretty cool, huh? A bridge of air. The air bridge.
I hear you.
Might want to get that sorted out.
The cipher is hold. I thought this all. Be cautious in these lands.
Your
Hey, that's better than what I've currently got. In terms of damage.
Yes. What do you need of? Farewell.
Are you gonna send me the meme of the monkey saying that now?
What can I do?
Maybe. Oh no, maybe about it. Just we can go to the Hyperion now and basically confront him. Gotta go back the way we came.
What is it? What is it?
Man, this bow's really good.
Yes. Farewell.
A frying pan of all things. Bit of a random ass item. Yeah, the bow is good because I can hit them with burning damage now. And then while they're burning, just hit them. Not gonna make it to the others in time.
What can I do?
Yeah, I suppose making fast work of them.
Farewell.
Just like that, the pathway opens. It's time to put a stop to it.
So, you have finally come. For the good of my people. It is time we beckoned Mad. And fulfilled our roles. You are not so ignorant as that. You are the avatar of Athene herself. I thought you had been sent to purge my people of their limitations, and I was right. But their chief limitation is not sin. It is fate. It is the fate of my people that must be changed, not their piety. That is what stands between us and grace. Our ordained savagery. With the Hyperion and the cipher, Athene granted me some understanding of her work. The Hyperion augments a certain kind of magic, your own. When you shift fate before it, it amplifies that through the cipher and across all my people. She has taught me much while we talked, Beckon. How I can truly serve my people by dying. Yes, because I stand for the parts of my people that must be purged. Their savagery and violence. Once I thought my crimes just and necessary. If the gods could not abide them, surely I would find no success with such means. But I was beckoned to this nature, as you were to yours. Kill me before the Hyperion, and all will be freed of their ignobility. Justice will be served. You will die, Beckon. Feel Balin's embrace. Feel Balin's embrace.
What can I do?
Witness my strength. Feel Balin's embrace. Feel Balin's embrace. You will die, Beckon. beckoned. Witness my strength. My wrath. Feel Balin's embrace. Beckoned. Witness my strength. You will die, Beckoned. Feel Balin's embrace. You will die, Beckoned.
He's done. Pretty bad weapon, not something I'd use. It's unique though, I guess. Same with the medallion. I wouldn't use it, but it's a unique medallion.
I hear you've done it. Anakatos has been killed. But that energy that came from you, it raised the Hyperion. Without its magic to support the structure, this whole temple is coming down. We need to get out of here. Very well.
Right, time we leave.
What can I do?
This is a pretty cool sequence though, as the temple falls apart around us.
It is done at last. The fate of Anakatos, the surrogate of all the Colossi Seven, has been shifted. And as his fate was shifted, so was the fate of all the Colossi. Gone is the table of silence and blindness.
Sort of reminds me when Ganon's tower is like falling in Ocarina of Time. You gotta escape.
And as thou aided me, I am forever grateful. Thou has freed this people. The uncutters, archives, beckoned, all. And the last, your faithful companion, Secondra. I reckon now. Her people need a leader for the glory that lies ahead. Secondra, I represent.
Cool, she's gonna lead her people. We're out of there. Nice.
What is it? We made it. And you've seen what has happened. The Hyperion soars within our city. We can never thank you fully for your strength. This armor is ancient, hallowed and strong, much like yourself beckoned. Take it. You have given us so much. I see the compassion and the influence the gods have had in my people's lives. My life. All along. What Arcais said to me on our last day together. What Athene said as we escaped the Hyperion temple just now. These are no accidents. Your arrival. Our meeting. Anakatos' betrayal and finding Arcais. These events were crafted intent. I see that now. And as you were beckoned to save my people, now I am beckoned to lead them. But I don't know. I don't know if I can. I know. Arcais, my father, told me once, as a child, that the burden of leading the Colossi would fall to me. I thought him a liar, but the goddess has shown that none of us are ever truly forgotten. I think I might try, for a time at least. I will become the Primos, if they will have me. Now, let us return to the city beckoned. Let us see the fruits of your labor. Be cautious in these lands.
Herald of the Gods. Experience, bleed damage, resistance. I mean, the experience bonus is nice, I guess. I mean, out of curiosity, how much effects are we actually getting from that? Your dog turned into Garfield. I wish it would do like a total status thing. No, I don't think it does. No. Either way, we've got like a bunch of experience bonus increases at this point. I mean, the twist of fate for this one ain't really the best, but yeah, it exists, you know. Off she goes to rule her kingdom and guide her people to the right way of peace, and hopefully not get power hungry like the last guy in charge. Right, we've done the Teeth of Naros now, so the only thing that's left, I mean, aside from the side quests, which I don't really care for all that much, we're going to be doing the New God DLC now. Hopefully we've seasoned up enough to get better and not take as much damage in the area, because those mages were absolutely kicking my ass. Anyway, we have the Crested Helmet now, which is nice. That's going to give us a small boost. This stuff can all be deleted or gotten rid of now. The only thing that can't be removed is the House of Ballad stuff. Rather amusing. Remnant Curious, definitely better than what we have. So I can sell, well, junk it, I suppose. Same with the Leviathan shell, don't need it. As much as I like the Remnant Gauntlets, I still want my regen build being a thing, so... The armor alone is definitely worth it, though. The Remnant Greaves aren't very good, though, unfortunately, compared to what I have. And same with these shields, they aren't the best. But it is what it is. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Canaruk, and we are going to repair and store a few things. And then we'll go into the... What time is it? Yeah, we got time to go into the new DLC and maybe make a start on it. I mean, how long have I been live for? I mean, I did come up earlier than usual tonight. That's about right, yeah. We'll make like a small start on the expansion DLC. Is she following us now? Is she like... Oh wait, she glitched. I guess she's like still still stuck with us, kind of. Why is there spiders spawning here? I guess spider attacks still happen. Haven't seen a spider attack for a while in the city, or at least in the town, I should say.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Yeah, she seems to be glitched. She seems to be following us at every location. That's kind of amusing. It's nothing game breaking though. Right, where's the blacksmith? He's usually in here sleeping.
But you've saved us. Widows spare you. We've still now. What is...
Do you sell any repair kits, actually? Yeah, you do. I'll buy them all, because I've got the money.
Is it that I can do for you? Widows spare you.
I mean, I could just repair the stuff myself, why not? If the blacksmith's not around, you do it yourself, you know? And that's the issue with repair kits, you burn through them so fast. But if the blacksmith ain't around, then you have to do it yourself, you know? As they say.
Hello, stranger.
Right, time to store the items I don't need. Oh yeah, we've got the Narrows Fang, haven't we? It's cool, but it's a hammer. I'm not gonna get much use out of it. The lightning cage I will, though, definitely. It's probably the best great sword I can have for the time being. Right, time to store some stuff I don't need. Some accessories I definitely don't need either. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to save just to lock in all the progress that we've done since the Teeth of Narrows DLC is now done with. And now we can move on to the post-game DLC. I'm wondering how much damage we are going to be doing to the enemies in the area. I'm hoping we do better this time, because last time was pretty embarrassing. There was not a lot I could really do. I was kind of underleveled at the time. But after doing all the expansions and getting a bit more seasoning, we should be better now, hopefully. So we've got to go to Mithras. We haven't been there yet because I died, didn't I, at the time? So the Mithras border is just over here.
is it? Hello? Privates. Well, you've... Oh, yes, one last thing. I'll need a name for the border. Alright, go on. Be safe.
Right, to the border we go. I'll let the cinematic play this time again, just so you get the idea of the story for this. As soon as the cinematic's done, I'll save, since we've stepped into the region anew. Oh wait, the cinematic didn't work, okay. Oh, it played after we beat the game, didn't it? Never mind.
Hey, stranger.
So yeah, this is where I had the issue. There's a lot of mages here and they were difficult to deal with. Hopefully we don't have to bump into them too much again. There was some sort of toll bridge actually that we had issues with. Yeah, these slimy bastards. I don't get why I'm not doing damage to them. But it is damaging them. That's one down. Yeah, screw you guys. Yeah, they were a pain. Even, like, leveled up and beefed up, they were still tough. I wonder why they're resistant to a lot of stuff like that. Maybe it's the way they've been designed.
Keep moving.
Welcome to hell.
I guess the game's kind of self-aware of how tough this area is supposed to be.
Welcome to hell.
Definitely a bit of a trip, isn't it? You never know, we might find like way better gear in this expansion too.
Stay out of trouble.
Okay, we're at revival now. What kind of place is it gonna be like?
Like this snow?
Jeez, everything here is stupidly tough.
Like this snow?
What are you doing here?
What's my level actually at? $31.
What are you doing back already? I ordered every Oatley to search for corpses along the ridge. They've been finding pieces as far as the plateau. Do you want to be stripped of your stipend and sent packing? If not, you'd better quit with the shirking and rejoin your troop. Oh, so you think you're special, do you? I ought to... Wait a minute. You're not one of my regulars. Oh, Mitharu's beard, I apologize. I got a bit overzealous, I'm afraid. Things have been a bit tense in the camp. What with those damned Mitharans keeping their gates locked tight. These settlers have been holed up out here for weeks. Scared, restless. And then the attack started. The Niskaru frenzies. Well, that's
Frenzy.
what we call them anyway. Whole packs of the things. Agitated in a kind of bloodlust we've never seen before. It's all the chaos magic in the air. Some fool in the city thinks he's Telogris, and he's been working his followers into a froth. Telogris, the Chaos King, God of Unrest, Lord of Entropy.
Sir Orochi.
Please. What we need is less of the chaos spectacle and more hands hunting these Niskaru. That's how we make camp safe again. Fancy yourself an Niskaru hunter, do you? Well, I won't turn you down. I can even offer you a bit of gold for your trouble. If you survive. I was just readying a mission into the caves. The Freehold's a favorite den of the Niskaru. It's up the cliffs a ways. You can tag along if you like, but try not to get in my way. Hey there.
Hey, stranger.
Hey there. It's open. Look all you want. Preordained all the way up here. I don't understand, and I don't like it. Something strange about all this. Do you recognize those markings? Chaos worshippers. We should take a look around.
Maybe there's a story reason for why we can't damage them as easily. Maybe like there's some sort of weapon we need, or maybe a type of weapon we can get a hold of. Chaos Sight skill. That's new. What's Chaos Sight? How does it work? You can sense chaos rifts and portals in close proximities. Okay, so it's like hidden sights, kind of. Well, we'll be increasing the skill, no problem, because the entire DLC is probably going to be based around this.
I don't need a book to tell me what's going on. The Preordained are using chaos magic to summon Niskaru. We need to search the Freehold for any more of those cultists, and oust them. Blimey, Thorough, where did that come from? Figured it out. You've got to kill all the Niskaru before closing the rift. Keep an eye open for rifts. You should see them when you're close. How the Niskaru are getting through. Keep an eye open for rifts. You should see them when you're close. So many Niskaru. They're coming from the rifts.
My flame magic will work the best against them.
There's a rift around here somewhere. I'm certain of it. Coming from the rifts.
This is not a good start to this DLC. I don't like the idea that, like, you can't do damage, or much damage. And I'm having to rely on magic to even do anything.
That's how the Niskaru are getting through. Keep an eye open for rifts. You should see them when you're close. Niskaru. We can't close the rifts until they're all dead. a rift around here somewhere. I'm certain of it.
This should be the last one.
That's how the Niskaru are getting through. So many Niskaru. They're coming from the rifts.
Why is everything so tanky in this DLC? This can't be right.
We can't close the rifts until they're all dead.
Oh, screw this. Nah. No. I'm not doing this. I don't get it. I really don't get what the game wants me to do. I don't understand it. This is twice I've done this now. I've gotten from doing the DLC after the post game to like doing the DLC after doing the other DLCs to season up, and I'm still not able to do enough damage to anything. Why is this DLC stupidly tough? Why is everything so tanky? It's too difficult. It's way too difficult. People are saying level 32. I call BS on that. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave my playthrough here, to be honest. I'm going to leave it at the Teeth of Narrows DLC. I don't care enough for the Fate Sworn DLC. I really don't. If it's going to be... I've looked online and they basically say if you find it annoying, it's going to be annoying all the way through. And somebody said that even at level 50 max, it's still... all the enemies are tanky. And that you have to have like a... top tier build or whatever, and I don't think I have the patience to do that, because that would require a bunch of grinding and stuff to even get anywhere near it. I think I'm going to comfortably put my hands up here and just say this is it. I'm done. I'm not doing any more of this now. I'm finished. It was fun while it lasted. It's just a shame that Fate Sworn is such a terrible DLC and designed so poorly. Otherwise, I mean, I've enjoyed it. Otherwise, it's just I have to hold my white flag and be like, hey, I'm giving up this DLC. It's not good. It's not fun. You know, I play games to have fun with them, and this is not fun. Putting me into a new area and having everything be stupidly tanky is not my idea of fun, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for my Kingdoms of Amalur playthrough. I don't think I'll ever be... No, I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to do the Fate Sworn DLC. I'm completely done with this now. Anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching. And I guess I'll catch you in the next playthrough that I do at some point. Until then, ciao for now.